Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into Python lists. So Python lists are, as you'll find out later in our past video, Python lists were basically storage places for stuff that you want to put inside of these parentheses. So if I want to put a number, I can. If I want to put an integer, sorry, if I want to put an integer, if I want to put a floating number, also known as a decimal, or if I want to put just a true or false statement, which are called booleans, I could put in either one of these blanks inside of a list. So if you guys haven't checked out that video, go ahead check that one out first before we get into this. But my goal with this video is to help you guys learn how to or give you guys a good example to help you understand lists. So go ahead, navigate your way to the online Python compiler that we talked about in our video, in the very first video, and go ahead and look at this code if you can. So what I'm going to be typing out is backpack, go to sword, potion, and map. So I made a backpack list that stores these things. So it stores a sword, a potion, and a map. But you can't really use a backpack without taking stuff out of it, right? You have to take stuff out of the backpack in order to use it. So if there's a big scary dragon, then if there's a big scary dragon, then I'll have to beat the dragon with the sword, right? So let's go ahead and let's print whatever is on. Um, Before we start, let's go ahead and print the entire backpack list itself. So I'm just going to do backpack since this is a variable or also known as a list, but this is technically a variable. So you're just going to print the entire variable out. So let's go ahead and let's run it. There you go. So this is everything that's in my backpack. Now let's just copy this code. Let's Instead, let's pull out a sword. So remember, the first element in a list is always starts with a 0. The second always starts with a 1, and the third will start with a 2. So what I like to do is I like to just look at it, right? I see sword 1, but then I know that it's going to be 0, right? So I just do 1 minus 1, that's 0. Then this is 1. And then this is 2. So 2 minus 1, 1. So that's the actual position in the list. Same thing with map. So this is in position 2. So if you subtract 2 with 1, you get 1. So, or sorry, if you this is 3, so if you subtract 3 with 1, you get 2. So you get 0, 1, 2. So that's a neat little trick in case you guys ever get stuck. So go ahead and pause the video and tell me what this will print out. Okay, so I hope that you pause the video, and I think that this statement will print out sword. Let's see if I'm correct. Yep. So it printed out sword. So that's one niche little use that you can use for with lists. Um, but you have to be in order, like for example, in a backpack you can store all kinds of things, right? In this case, we already added stuff to it. So shield. So like I just added shield, which is in position 3. I just added shield to backpack. But I don't want to keep going back and forth in the code and doing that. I want to be able to add something after I remove something from the backpack, or I want to have it in a specific order. So I want to add shield in between potion and map. So that's where I'm going to teach you a couple of commands that you can use to do exactly what I just mentioned. So what you can do is you can do backpack.append, and then you can go ahead and you can put shield. What I'll do now is I'll copy print backpack and I'll put it underneath that as well just to check. And I'm gonna comment out this code. Remember to comment out code is just a shift and then press 3 on your keyboard, but that'll give you a hashtag. So it's just shift 3 hashtag. So I did that, and let's see what. Go ahead, pause the video, and tell me what would be printed once I print this out, or once I run this code. Okay, so it printed out sword, potion, map, and shield. So you can see that I didn't add shield up here physically, but I appended it on line 5. You can see that right here. But that's the append. That's one of the commands that we use in a list to append something to a list in Python. The next command that I'll be teaching you is the pop command. And it gave me sword, map, and shield. So you're going to see that we added shield up here, and then we're removing hidden word. So we should be seeing hidden word here, but it's not since we removed it. So hopefully that made a little bit of sense. And one more command that I want to teach you, just to reiterate if I haven't already in the last video, is background 1. If I want to put, for example, I don't know, let's see, if I want to put backpack 1. If I want to put something in backpack 1, so let's see, where's position 1? 0, 1. So hidden word is in position 1. So let's go ahead, and I want to put, let's see, I want to put a potion back in position 1. I just want to put a potion back here. So I just go backpack, and then in square brackets, 1 is equal to, in quotation marks, potion. So let's go ahead and run the code and see what happens. So there you go. You can see we have sword, potion, and map. And that's pretty useful if you ever want to replace something inside. And one final command that I want to show you, it may be useful, is the length of how big this list is. So however big, if I want to just print out how big this list is, I don't care about the stuff inside. I just care about how big the list is. I would go length, or len, in this case, for Python, it's len, and then I would just put the name of the list, so backpack. So I'll go ahead and run the code, and before I do, what would you think the answer to this would be? Print length backpack. Do you think it'll be 2 or do you think it'll be 3? Because there's 3 elements, but there's in position wise it's 0, 1, and 2. So go ahead, pause the video, and let me know once you guys know the answer. So the answer is 3. So if you chose that correct, give yourself a pat on the back. It is actually 3, because what length looks at is it looks at the amount of elements that are present in the list. It doesn't look at the position. So sword is 0, hidden word is 1, map is 2. It doesn't really care about that. It cares about how many of each thing are in the list. So there's 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 things inside of this list. So that's good to keep in mind. And that's a neat little command if you ever need to use that. So I hope you guys understood everything in this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll come back to you for them a little later. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.